Hi friends, we will now read one sloka which tells about the characteristics of a noble person. What are the characteristics or what are the traits of a person of noble character? We call people, oh, he is so noble in character. We are not talking about the nobility by birth. You see, there are two types of nobility. One is nobility by character, by virtue of character, and nobility by virtue of birth. Somebody may be of a royal birth, but he may not be noble in character. We are not talking about such people. We are talking about people who are noble in character. So this shloka is again from Bhartrhari, that philosopher king, great philosopher king Bhartrhari. I will read this shloka and then explain to you. Let us read it together. Vipadi dhairyam athabhyudaye kshama. In fact, we can read the whole line. Vipadi dhairyam athabhyudaye kshama. Sadasivak patuta yudhi vikramaha. Yashasi cha bhiratir vyasanam shrutau. Yashasi cha bhiratir vyasanam shrutau. Ratir vyasanam shrutau. Prakriti siddhamidam hi mahatmanam. Mahatmanam. Mahatma. We have come across this word even earlier in one of the earlier shlokas. Mahatma. Maha means great. Atma means self. A person who is of a great character. So such a person, how does he behave? So great person. Why do we call people great? Because they are people who think about the contemporary society. They are the people who think about human nature. They are the people who not only think, who study, who read great books and then who attain wisdom. And by virtue of that wisdom, they know they understand various problems. So because of that, their attitude to various things will be totally different from an ordinary person who is not so well informed, who is not wise. So suppose there is some problem, there is some danger, we immediately become panicky. If there is some sudden danger or something, we get panicky. Normally, a normal man gets panicky. But a person of stable mind, a person who is a mature, who has some wisdom, so he doesn't get panicky. He need not be a James Bond. James Bond's bravado is something different. We are now talking about a person, how a wise person handles things. So if there is some danger, a wise person tries to understand that danger, tries to understand it, tries to say if it is inevitable, okay, he will lie low for some time. For example, we know the story of Pandavas. Pandavas, what happened to them? The Pandavas in Mahabharata, what happened to them? They were sent to forest for about 12 years. For one more year, they were supposed to stay underground without getting noticed by anybody. So that was such a harsh life. So during that time, many sages, many rishis, they used to go to them and then they used to tell stories about very, very great kings of ancient days, more ancient than Dharmaraja himself. Dharmaraja, Pandavas, they were about 5,000 years old prior to that. And much, much prior to that, we have people from Lord Rama and then various other Harishchandra, Nala, etc., various other kings, great kings. How they suffered, in fact, by virtue of their steadfastness, by virtue of their, adherence to truth, they suffered a lot. Not that one should not follow truth. They suffered a lot and ultimately they succeeded. So that sort of confidence was given to Dharmaraja and others by various sages who went to them. So a wise person, he understands, okay, problems are there, problems they just come and go, we have to face the problem boldly. Not that we have to keep on weeping. You should not cry. So vipadi dhairyam. So vipat means a situation of danger. Suppose there is some danger, one has to face it boldly. Vipadi dhairyam. Then atha means and then abhyudaya means when you are strong. Abhyudaya, abhi plus udaya, abhyudaya. When you are strong, when you are bold, when you are in power, let us say. Earlier you are not in power, now you have what? Power. You have acquired some power. So while in power or while you are strong, kshama means then you are not vengeful. You need not go about beating people. You need not use force on people. Suppose usually what people do, suppose a petty-minded fellow, he suddenly becomes powerful. What will he do? He uses his power to torture other people, to torture common people. In fact, power, you see, there is a statement on power, that is, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So that is what we saw in the very beginning slokas of say Panchatantra. In Panchatantra, the king was worried because the princes, they were young, they had all the power, and then they were not wise. Yavvanam dhana sampattihi prabhutvam, and also they were young, they had plenty of wealth, they had enormous power, and then foolishness. All the four are deadly, individually also. What to talk of, say, the problem when all the four are together in one person? So that is what was the king's dilemma. So like that, when you are in power, an ordinary man is likely to misuse that power. So what we hear this word called misuse of power. So misuse of power is what? That is using your power to deny somebody may say what is due to him. Suppose something is due to him. By using your power, by misusing your power, you are denying him, you are trying to suppress him, you are trying to cut his rights, you are trying to snatch away his rights. So that is what people do normally. Weak-minded people or foolish people. But then a noble-minded person doesn't do that. A noble person, abhyudaye kshama, even when he is in power, he exercises his restraint, and then he doesn't misuse his power. And if there is a need, he is prepared for forgiveness. Shama also means forgiveness. Shama means two things. One is patience, other is forgiveness. So he displays patience and he displays forgiveness. That is abhyudaye kshama. Then sadasi vakpatuta. Sadas means a conference, let us say. Sadas, an intellectual conference. Suppose there is some scholars meet, let us say. In the meeting of a scholars, then vak patuta. Vak means speech. Vak patuta means strong articulation, good articulation. Strong means not very, very forcible articulation to outshout the other person. It is not by shouting. It is by explaining ideas properly in a proper, cogent, logical manner. So that is what is articulation, clear articulation, and not outshouting the other man. If the other man is talking, you are like the TV interviews. The TV interviewer, he is such a bully. He is such a bully, he wants to put down everybody. So you should not be a bully. But then you are quite articulate, very reasonable in your arguments, present your arguments in a very agreeable fashion. So that is what is sadasi vak patuta. Then yudhi vikramaha. Yudhi, in battle. In battle, vikramaha. That doesn't mean that this man is a warmongering person. He is not itching for a battle. But when there is something, where there is a situation where he is supposed to fight, then he doesn't withdraw. He shows his valor, he shows his power. Yudhi vikramaha. Then yashasi cha abhiratihi. Yashas means fame. That is, people should not talk ill of you. You need not become a celebrity. You need not become, you see, celebrities are of different types. You see, celebrity, you can be a very great football player, you can be a great basketball player, and you can become an instant celebrity. And maybe you are a good model. If you are a good model, then okay, you just walk on that ramp and then become an instant celebrity. So that is only celebrity status. But yashas is something different. Yashas is fame by doing some good deeds. A great scholar, a great scientist, by virtue of his lifetime work, he attains some fame. So that is something which is great. By virtue of his lifetime work, a scientist becomes great. So that is something which is yashas. Or by virtue of doing some social service or something, somebody else becomes very, very famous. So that is yashas. Yashas is that people should not talk ill of you. Yashasi cha abhiratihi. Abhirati means great desire. Desire for that yashasi abhiratihi. Then vyasanam shrutau. Shruti means scripture. Shruti sometimes means Vedas, not necessarily Vedas here. Shruti means scriptures. That is, any great books. Shruti need not mean scriptures, religious scriptures alone. Not that a person, great man, will always be reading religious scriptures. He will be interested in good literature, let us say. He is interested in very healthy literature. It may be Kalidasa, it may be Valmiki, it may be Mahabharata, it may be Shakespeare, anything. So all these things, Yashasi cha abhiratihi vyasanam shrutau. Vyasanam in fact means a sort of addiction. Vyasanam means we say this fellow is having vyasanam for that, he is having addiction for that. But here addiction is used in a positive sense. Addiction for reading good things, addiction for knowing good things, not merely reading but knowing. Vyasanam shrutau. All great things, whatever scriptures are saying, whatever some other shastras are saying, he is interested in knowing, so that he attains wisdom through them. In fact, when you are reading Shakespeare or Kalidasa or Vyasa, what is it you are doing? Instead of interacting with some foolish man, you are interacting with a great man. You are reading the words of very great man. So that great man is right in front of you, talking to you. Valmiki is speaking to you. Vyasa is speaking to you. So that is what the wise man does. So, and you learn so many things from Vyasa. Right now these are not my words, these are all words from Bhartruhari. Right now we are listening to a great man called Bhartruhari. So Vyasanam Shrutau. So this sort of addiction is something which is good. Then all these things are Prakriti Siddham idam hi mahatmanam. Idam means this. This means all these things put together. Prakriti Siddham, it is something which is endowed by nature. It has come naturally. It has come as a sort of natural gift or natural endowment. Not exactly gift, we cannot say. So otherwise people will say, oh, he is a gifted man, I am not a gifted man. It's not like that. These are things which can be cultivated also. Prakriti Siddham idam hi mahatmana, for people of great character, because these are personality traits which can be learnt. Because when you are going for some training, suppose you are in a training for some senior officers, they train you in what is called OLQ. You must have heard about that word. OLQ is officer-like qualities, how you have to behave. Suppose you go to somebody else's house, then maybe how you have to conduct yourself, how you have to eat, how you have to speak, how far you can how close you can go to them, and how much distance you have to maintain. And then when you come out, okay, you may have to tip their servants, not tip the housewife, but tip the servants in the house. Various things, small things, which are matters of etiquette. So like that, this is something which is taught. So this is also, these virtues also are things which can be practiced over a period of time by people. So that is what they picture here. But the main point we have to note here is all these qualities like courage, vipadi dhairyam, courage in times of danger. Then abhyudaye kshama, this is forgiveness in times of when you are in power. Then again articulation, etc. Then valor in a battle. Then desire for fame. And then vyasanam shrutau, this is addiction to good reading, etc. These are things which come only by only by wisdom. Otherwise, a man facing a danger would run away. If he is a wise man, he will know what exactly, he will analyze the danger and he will see, okay, the danger, if it is inevitable, I have to face it. So he will develop that courage. So wisdom gives a lot of courage. Wisdom gives the ability to handle your power. Wisdom gives the ability to handle a meeting. Wisdom gives the ability to handle a war. And similarly, the third line, of course, is about Vyasanam Shrutau. So this is the point which we have to note here. So here, of course, not many points of grammar here. Vak Patuta. Vak Patuta means that is strength in articulation, logical articulation. Then Vyasanam Shrutau Prakriti Siddhamidam hi Mahatmanam. I told you about Vyasanam. Vyasanam usually is a negative word, but here it is used in a positive, with a positive connotation. So let us read this shloka. Vipadi dhairya mathabhyudaye kshama. Sadasi vakpatuta yudhi vikramaha. Yashasi cha bhiratir vyasanam shrutau. Prakriti siddhamidam hi mahatmanam.